श्रीराघवं दशरथात्मजम् अप्रमेयम् सीतापतिं रघुकुलान्वयरत्नदीपम् आजानुबाहुम् अरविन्ददलायताक्षम् रामं निशाचर विनाशकरं नमामि. We are still doing Yuddha Kanda. We are almost close to the end. Um, and Yuddha Kanda has 128 chapters. Valmiki's prayers. Kujantam Rama Rameti Madaram Madaraksharam Aruhya Kavita Shakam Vande Valmiki Kokilam Valmikir Munisindhasya Kavita Vanacharinaha Shrinvan Rama Katanada Koniyati Parangatam Yapipan Satatam Rama Charitamrita Sagaram Atriptasam Munim Vande Prachetas Makalmasham Vaitehi Sahitam Suradramatale Haime Mahamandape Madhya Pushpakamasane Manime Vidasane Sustatam Agre Vacheti Prapanjana Sude Tattva Munibhya Param Vyakyantam Bharatadivihi Parivritam Ramam Bhaje Shyamalam. We should always have immense gratitude for every opportunity we get to recite Ramayana and to listen to Valmiki Ramayana. We have already gone through 4. We are almost at the verge of completing the biggest topic of Yuddha Kanda, and that is the battle. We're almost at the very end. So let us skip all of these. And in the battle, we have seen the death of Kumbhakarna. We have seen the death of Atikai as well. And yesterday, we saw that Indrajit renders himself invisible, and Lakshmana wants to throw the Brahmastra on him. But Rama says that Ayuddhamanam Prachanam Pranjalim Sharanagadam Palayantam Pramattam Va Natvam Ihantum Arhasi. And that means that we shouldn't throw an arrow such as the Brahmastra against people who are not fighting, or who are hiding or invisible, who have sought the self-shelter, who are fleeing, and who are intoxicated. So against these 5 people, we cannot really throw a weapon such as the Brahmastra. Next, Indrajit comes out through the western gate. He carries the illusory Mother Sita, and Hanuman recognizes her because he was situated in the western gate, and he was the only Vanara who has seen Sita Ma and conversed with her, seen her in very close proximity, and therefore he can recognize her. And Hanuman curses Indrajit that very soon he will not live long anyway. Hanuman does that. And Sitama is so powerful that even an illusory form of her is should be treated with respect. And because Indrajit does not do that, he is certain to meet his demise very soon. And Hanuman sees that that Indrajit kills the illusory Sita in the Yagnopavita Markena, and he is very angry. He chastises Indrajit. He chastises her. He chastises Indrajit, and then he goes off to Lord Rama. Lord Rama is murchitaha. He falls down unconscious because of the level of affection that he has for his wife. He falls unconscious, and then he asks. Then Vibhishna comes about and says that Indrajit is doing the rites in the Nikumbala grove, and he asks Indrajit. He says that Indrajit should be killed by Lakshmana, and therefore Lakshmana agrees to go go ahead and kill Indrajit. And in the battle in the Nikumbala Grove, there is a banyan tree. Indrajit does some prayers to the ghosts in there. He accuses Vibhishna of being a traitor, and Vibhishna proves that he's in fact quite righteous. There is a very fierce battle between Indrajit and Lakshmana, and ultimately Indrajit loses all his chariots and everything. He rushes inside and then he comes out. In certain regional versions of Ramayana, it is mentioned that Indrajit put the Brahmastra, then Pashupatastra, and Sudarshana Chakra on Lakshmana, and nothing really happened. And then he went and advised Ravana to take the shelter of Lord Rama. Nothing like that is bona fide. That is not mentioned in any of the bona fide scriptures. Indrajit was a demon through and through. All the way through the end, he was a demon. There was never a time when he thought, I should take the shelter of the Lord. Because by just thinking about that, that itself would have been enough for the Lord to forgive all of his sins. That itself would have been enough. But Vibhishana was always on the right, and he opposed Indrajit. Indrajit was always in the wrong. There was never a point in time where Indrajit told Ravana to take the shelter of Lord Rama. He never does that. He never did that. And then when he came in there, then Indrajit got his name. Indrajit got his name as Indrajit. That means the one who defeated Indra, because he actually defeated Indra. And Lakshmana uses the weapon of Indra, known as the Aindrastra, to win against Indrajit. How is it possible? This is because the Aindrastra was infused with one mantra. Dharmatma Satya Sandhascha Ramo Dasharathir Yadi Paurushe Chaprati Dvandvastad Enam Jahi Ravanam. Dharmatma. So there are three different qualities of the Lord that are mentioned here, two different names, and one bond with another devotee. So the qualities of the Lord are Dharmatma, Satyasandha, and Paurushe Aprati Dvandvas. That means that he is the embodiment of Dharma. He is always extremely truthful, and his manliness is second to none. Paurushe Chaprati Dvandvaha. Then his names are Rama and Dasharathi. And then the relationship with other devotees, that Dasharathi, he got that name because he's the son of King Dashratha. And therefore he got that name Dasharathi. Therefore, Aindrastra did not kill Indrajit. Rama very clearly said that he is going to kill Indrajit. There is no difference between Rama and Rama's name, or Rama and Rama's qualities. No difference, because we are dealing in the realm of absolutes. Therefore, Aindra Astra, that's why there are so many different astras that he could have used, that Lakshmana could have used. So many different astras. Okay, just because he said, Lord Rama said, don't use Brahmastra, he could Lakshmana could have used Pashpatastra, or he could have used Chakra, or he could have used Narayanastra, he could have used Maheshwarastra, he could have used any astra, but no. He chose the one astra that meant so much to Indrajit, because he kept on boasting about the fact that he defeated Indra. So he uses Indra's own astra, but Indra himself was defeated by Indrajit. So how can his astra kill Indrajit? It's not possible. Therefore, Lakshmana uses the Aindrastra as the base, and on top of that is Lord Rama's name is sitting on it. So Indrajit was actually killed not by Aindrastra, but by the names, the qualities of the Lord, and the bond that he has with other bhaktas. This is what killed Indrajit. And we have to be very careful to note this. So now, today, we are going to deal with the aftermath of the death of Indrajit. By the way, when Indrajit died, Vibhishna and all the Vanaras and Devatas, they were all very happy with Lord Lakshmana. So it's not as if when Indrajit died, Vibhishna was sobbing tears or anything of that sort. No, it's only during Ravana's death that it's only after Ravana dies that Indrajit laments. Indrajit really laments. I'm sorry, Vibhishna really laments, and uh, and we'll see a little bit more about that as well. Hopefully, I'm just keeping my fingers crossed. Hopefully, we can do the end of this topic uh, today, but let's see. Now, the Rakshasas know that they are as good as defeated, because their fierce leader, the best warrior of Ravana, was Indrajit, and he is now dead. Now the Devatas are very happy. Indra is shining, Surya is shining, the Apsaras are dancing, the Gandharvas sing. So imagine if the celestials, who are known to be very pious bhaktas, if they are dancing with so much of joy, imagine what a bad person Indrajit would have been. What a bad person. And they shower flowers on Lakshmana and they applaud him. And Vibhishna, Hanuman, Jambuvan, and the others, they constantly praise Lakshmana. Vibhishno, Hanuman's Jambuvan's chakra yutapaha Vijayena Abhinandan tas tushta chapi Lakshmanam. And so, oh, we are very happy. We are very happy. Abhinandan, Abhinandan. That means that, congratulations, congratulations. That's what they keep on shouting. Now, I've heard even this, that only Lakshmana could have killed Indrajit, because apparently he received a boon that only a person who has not slept for 14 years or eaten for 14 years can do that. Nothing like that is mentioned in Valmiki Ramayana. Lakshmana did sleep. One proof is in the 56th chapter of Ayodhya Kanda, where that is just before they go off to meet Sage Bharadwaja. Lord Rama wakes up Lakshmana. This is very clearly mentioned. And why would Lakshmana pass up on the opportunity to eat prasadam every single day? Why would he pass up on this opportunity? Because he would collect the fruits and roots or whatever it is, and then he would whatever he could find, he would give them to Lord Rama. Then Rama would give them to Sitama, and then Lakshmana used to eat whatever Rama and Sita ate. Why would he pass up on the opportunity to eat prasadam direct prasadam every single day? Why would he pass up on that? So Lakshmana ate. Definitely he ate for 14 years. Definitely he slept as well. So there is no question of the fact that Indrajit could be killed only by a person who did not sleep for 14 years or something. Nothing like that is mentioned in Valmiki Ramayana. The only condition for Indrajit's demise is that the enemy who obstructs his rights when he's doing the sacrifice to Nikumbla, at that time, if an enemy approaches, that enemy would be able to kill him. That's it. That was the only condition. There was no other condition in there. There was no other condition. So now all of them go to Rama. How Lakshmana, we have already seen 3 arrows on his forehead, 1,000 arrows pierced his armor. Like this, we have seen so many different descriptions of the arrows that Lakshmana accepted from Indrajit. And with all of those, he went to Lord Rama. Then he fell at the feet of the brother and he narrates the events. Brother dear, I was able to defeat Indrajit. He says all of these, but it looks as if he is very tired. And so because he is very tired, his speech is faltering. His speech is faltering. He looks very tired, and so his speech is faltering. So can Indrajit actually make Lakshmana tired? No, it is not possible, because Lakshmana is the supreme lord, so he cannot be tired. But still, he is playing the part of a human being. That's why he is acting this way. निष्ठन्निव चागत्य राघवाय महात्मने आचक्कर्षे तदा वीरो घोरम इंद्रजितो वधम घोरम. This was a very terrible battle. Then after so Lakshmana doesn't go ahead and toot his own horn. Lakshmana is very polite, and he's very humble, and he just says that he killed Indrajit. He doesn't give a huge number of details, but Vibhishana repeats the events in great detail, and Rama is so delighted with all of this, and he says that with the destruction of Indrajit, it is certain that his enemies are all destroyed. Sadhu Lakshmana Tushtosmi. I am very happy with my ascetic brother Lakshmana. Karma cha sukaram kritam. Sukaram. It's very. It's a very good and noble thing that he has done. Ravaner hi vinashena jitam. So it's jitam. I am definitely winning. And now Lakshmana is very shy to listen to Rama praise him. But Rama pulls Lakshmana close to him, places him on his lap, clasps him fondly, and gazes at him long and lovingly. This is the Lord's love for Lakshmana. And then he notices that Lakshmana has so many arrows piercing him. And he passes his hands over Lakshmana and says that the deeds of valor are difficult. And Lakshmana has cut the right hand of Ravana. And Vibhishana and Hanuman have also served him very well. So he's praising everyone. So Rama says, Adyaham Vijaya Shatru Hate Tasmin Duratmani Ravanasya Nrishamsayasya Dishtya Veera Tvaya Rane Chinno hi Dakshino Bahuhu. So Chinno, so it's you have cut off the right hand. Sahi tasya vipashrayah vibhishna hanumad bhyam kritam karma mahadrane. In this great battle, you have done a wonderful task. And over here, we get to know that this battle between Lakshmana and Indrajit went on for 3 days and 3 nights. For 3 days and 3 nights, Lord Rama says everyone fought very valiantly. And now the next stage is for Rama promises to kill Ravana, who will have a terrible battle array after the death of his son. So, aho ratre tribir. That means 3 means 3. Ratre means nights. So for 3 nights, Lakshmana had battled Indrajit. For 3 nights. It was a continuous, for 3 nights. And later on, in just a couple of slides, we will see that Indrajit was killed on Chaturdasi. And because he was killed, he was killed on because he was killed on Chaturdasi, this means that he started the battle on Ekadashi. He started the battle on Ekadashi. And we have already seen that Lord Rama and the whole army, they came to Lanka on God Purnima, on Falgun Masa Purnima, and they started the war the next day on Pratipat. So from Pratipat to Ekadashi, the Nagpasha pastime, killing of Kumbhakarna, the killing of Atikai, Narantak, Devantak, Trishira, Akampan, Kumbh, Nikumbh, Prajanga, Shonitaksha, Yupaksha, all Dhumraksha, Vajradamshtra, all of that takes place within 10 days. Then Indrajit is concentrated, so that takes place for 3 days. And so it's very clear. So those battles started on Ekadashi, and we can see that for 3 days they have been battling. And then on Chaturdasi, Indrajit is killed. And then the next day, the very next day, Ravana comes out. So this much is, so that means that Ravana comes out on a new moon day. So exactly like exactly 14 days have passed from full moon day to new moon day. 14 days have passed, and then Ravana is killed on Shashti, on the 6th. Exactly after 1 week. So when we start from the moonless day, so new moon day plus 7 days is equals to Shashti. So that's how we get to know that. So that's why this is very important for us to note it. And then he says that Rama says, Bala vyuhena mahata shrutva putram nipatitam. So he is very certain that Ravana will come with a very terrible battle array because of the death of his beloved son. And he says Lakshmana has killed the person who defeated Indra. See, even now Rama doesn't take any credit. Actually, we have already seen that Aindrastra could not kill Indrajit. It was actually Rama Nama that was seated on Aindrastra that killed Indrajit. We have already seen that. And yet Rama will not take credit at all. He will give credit to others. That is Lord Rama. Okay, and then Lord Rama gets practical. He sees the wounds on Lakshmana and Vibhishna and other great warriors. So he turns to Sugriva's father-in-law, Sushena. So Sugriva now has 2 wives. Ruma was his first wife. And then after Vali died, Sugriva married Tara, Vali's wife. Ruma's father's name is Tara. The female Tara's father's name is Sushena. So he is the one who helps with the Ayurvedic knowledge and all that. And we hear about Sushena. We have already heard about Sushena multiple times before. He was one of the commanders in chief to search for Sitama in the western direction as well. So we have heard about him, but he is actually the medicinal person in here. There is no Rajvaidya from Lanka who comes about. That is also non bona fide. That is not bona fide at all. So this Sushena is a wonderful healing Vanara. So Sugriva says, so Lord Rama turns towards Sushena and he says, "Can you please heal Lakshmana?" Sushena makes Lakshmana heal very powerful herbs, and all the wounds they just fall off, and all the wounds, all the arrows just slip out, and all the wounds are automatically healed. Satasya gandham agraya gandham, that means to inhale. It's the scent. Vishilya sampadyata tada nirvedanaischaiva samrudha vrana evacha. So all the arrows slip out, and all the wounds are automatically healed. And Vibhishna and others are also taken care of. And Rama praises Lakshmana again and again and again and again. Now, the news of Indrajit's death is brought to Ravana. How is he going to accept that his favorite son was killed like this? So he's so sad to note that the person who defeated Indra was now defeated by a mere mortal called Lakshmana. And this is all because they had the help of the traitor by the name of Vibhishana. And now he says, I respect Yama because Indrajit is now under his command. And now the world is empty beyond without his beloved son. And like this. And then he realizes the cause of Indrajit's death is actually Janaki. It is actually she is actually Sita. So she came here and she ate all our sons. This is what Ravana says. She's a chudel. She came over here and she ate all of her sons, and therefore by just killing her, everything will be okay. So he decides to kill. He is going to kill Janaki, who is very attached to Lord Rama. He's going to kill her. Tad idam tathyam evaham karishye priyamatanaha priyam atmanah vaidehim nashayishyami kshatra bandhum anuvritam. Iti evam uktva sachivan kadgham ashu paramrashat. Kadgham, he takes his sword and he rushes to Ashok Vatika. By the way, it is with great happiness that I was able to find such pictures. It is also just a mercy of the Lord. So Ravana rushes to Mother Sita so this is the first time we see Sita Ma after the Nagparsh pastime. And he rushes to Sita Ma and he draws his mighty sword and he runs over there. And when Sita Ma sees Ravana rushing towards her with a huge sword, she thinks that she's definitely going to be killed. Even though Rama and Lakshmana and others are all there to protect her, she is definitely going to be killed. And then she's thinking suddenly, oh, Hanuman gave me the choice. I could have easily gone to Lord Rama right now, but I didn't do that. I should have done that. So Sitama is thinking. So we already know that Sitama was the one who made that choice. That it is a good thing not to go with Hanuman. She even gave a whole lot of uh, scientific reasons and everything as to why she shouldn't go. She even gave the duties of dharma and all that. That she wouldn't voluntarily touch the body of another man. And now she's thinking, oh, I should have just done that. So this entire war and everything would have been avoided, and I wouldn't be in this peril at the moment. And he thinks, what how is Kausalya going to feel? Because Rama would definitely lose his own life because he knows that he has lost the life of Sita Ma. So how is Mother Kausalya going to feel? And then there is an old minister by the name of Suparshva. By the way, can anyone name the other Suparshva who is mentioned in Valmiki Ramayana? Anyone? Gauri Mataji, I was sure that you would know. So the other Suparshva was Sampati's son, um, or Jatayu's nephew. Yeah, and he's also one of the Vainateyas. Does it jog anyone's memory? We studied about him in Kishkinda Kand. Okay, so Suparshva, he says, Ravana, you shouldn't do that. And you actually hail from, you are actually Brahma's great grandson. Your sage Pulastya Muni is your grandfather. Your father is sage Vishrava. You cannot murder a helpless woman. You shouldn't do that. And just wait. You will defeat Rama and Lakshmana, and Sita will automatically come to you. So your anger should actually be directed towards Rama and Lakshmana, not towards yeah, not towards them. So he's mentioned that today is the 14th day, the 14th day, and of the dark fortnight. See, we have Shukla Paksha and we have Krishna Paksha. Paksha means fortnight. So Shukla Paksha means bright fortnight. That means you go from new moon day to full moon day. So it's progressively getting brighter. And then dark fortnight means, or Krishna Paksha means it is coming from a full moon day to new moon day. So this is where it is mentioned that Indrajit passed away on Chaturdasi. So the 14th day is Chaturdasi. Chaturdasi of Krishna Paksha is when Indrajit passed away. Abhyutanam tvam advaiva Krishna Paksha Chaturdashim. See how clearly it is mentioned. Krishna Paksham Chaturdashim. Kritva. So it says, go ahead. Tomorrow on the moonless day, you should go into battle. On moonless day. So moonless day means it is new moon day. Because obviously after Chaturdasi of Krishna Paksha, the next day is obviously the new moon day. Okay, and now the words of Suparshva are very soothing to Ravana. So in grief, sometimes if you have something to look forward to, it can suppress that grief. You have some, and Ravana has something to look forward to. He can fight Rama and Lakshmana. So he's very happy about that. So he has something to look forward to, and he is like, yes, okay, and he just leaves Mother Janaki and he goes off. Now, Lord Rama shows over here. So far, we might think, oh, oh, he was so great that he killed 14,000 Rakshasas in Janasthana within just a Muhurta. We keep on talking about that. We keep on talking about that. Oh, he's so powerful that that in Sangram he defeated Khara and Dushna and Trishiras and all that. So it's great, it's great, it's great. And so far Rama has killed, Makaraksha. He has killed a couple of other warriors, and that's about it. And obviously he killed Kumbhakarna. But what else? How did he combat the army? That we will see over here. This very clearly shows that Rama doesn't need anybody to win the war. He is more than capable of winning the war by himself. So Ravana, he seats himself on the throne and he says, ministers go into battle. Rama should be cut to pieces. Then the Rakshasas come to the battlefield. Now a fierce battle goes on between the Rakshasas and the Vanaras. And all the Vanaras take the shelter of Lord Rama. So he grasps it, bends it, and strings it. And with that, he pierces the heart of all the great Rakshasas. They cannot gaze at Rama because he's blazing with anger. See, Rama ordinarily itself, he looks like Sahasra Surya, Koti's Samaprabha. He's almost like millions of Suryas shining brightly. He's so bright. But on top of that, he comes about with this luster, with that anger. Nobody can even gaze at him, and everybody is just standing back, and Rama is just going into this he's just like a raging fire, and he's burning up everyone. They're maimed, they're torn, scorched. His arrows are like flames. They're not just the pointy thingies that are just piercing people. No, it's like they are singed. And then Lord Rama um, uses Gandharvastra. So Gandharvas, they are very beautiful, and they are very good in illusory arts and all that. So Rama uses Gandharvastra, and therefore each Rakshasa thinks that the one who's standing right next to him is actually Lord Rama. So he begins to fight and fight and fight. So it's just with just one astra, so many Rakshasas are killed because they all think that, oh, it is Lord Rama who is fighting against them. And so they are very happy to fight with them. So each one is thinking that the other is Rama. Why? Because they see Rama everywhere. It's Rama, 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 Rama. Everywhere it is just Rama. Everywhere. So you can imagine, and we should think, oh Rama, when are you going to put that enchantment on us so that everywhere I go, I see only you? When are you going to put that enchantment on me? When are you going to do that? So now the Rakshasas are saying, oh my God, there are thousands of Ramas over here in the battlefield. And and Rama, we shouldn't think that the bow is always vertical. Sometimes the horizontally, sometimes vertically, sometimes in an angle, sometimes in another angle. So, like this, Rama is twisting his bow, and then he's shooting the arrows. And because he's twisting the bow, it's almost as if it's going in a complete circle. So you can imagine how fast he's twisting his mighty bow. And it's going off in a circle. And therefore, it looked as if he is Lord Vishnu who is rotating the chakra. The chakra is just going. So is it the chakra? Is it Mahavishnu? What is happening over here? And these asuras can see only Rama, 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 Rama everywhere. And only the tip is visible. So the tip is kind of like the central point, and everything else is just around it. And it is just the most amazing picture. So imagine, we think of Rama as very gentle, very soft, and all that. Yes, he is all of that, but he is also an incredible warrior. And that incredible warrior, it was so powerful that he kept on twisting his bow, and that nobody could even think that it was just one single solitary bow. They were thinking that it was looking like it was looking like the chakra of Mahavishnu. And therefore, in 1/8 of a day, that means 24 by 8, that is 3 hours, in just 1/8 of a day, in 3 hours, Lord Rama destroyed all by himself 10,000 anikas of cars, 18,000 anikas of elephants, 10,000 anikas of cavalry and their riders, and 2 lakhs of anikas of infantry. Now, what is an anika? An anika, the total count is 200,000 anikas of foot soldiers, 18,000 anikas of elephants, 14,000 anikas of cavalry, and 10,000 anikas of chariot warriors. So now let us go with the calculation. One gaja, that means one elephant, one chariot, that is ratha, 3 horses, that is ashva, and 5 foot soldiers, that is padhata, form one patti. So you can see the ratio is 1:1:3:5. And then 3 pattis form one sena mukha, that is 3:3:9:15. Now 3 sena mukhas make one gulma, that is 9:9:27:45. So it's the same 1:1:3:5. You just keep on multiplying by 3, by 9, by 27, and so on. Then 3 gulmas make one gana. 3 ganas is equal to 1 vahini. 3 vahinis is equal to 1 pruthana. 3 pruthanas is equal to 1 chamu. Then Lord killed, what was it mentioned over here? 18 anikas of elephants, 14 anikas of cavalry, 10,000 anikas of chariot warriors, and 200,000 anikas of foot soldiers. So that means is 18,000 times 729. That is 13,122,000 elephants. Then 10,000 times 729. That means 7,290,000 chariots. Then 14,000 horses, 14,000 anikas of horses. That means 14,000 times 2,187. That is 30,618 horses. And what's the infantry? It is 200,000 times 365. Therefore, that is 729 million people. So we are talking, we think that, 14,000 Rakshasas were killed in one muhurta. Wow. Look at what he has done. All of these done within a matter of 3 hours. Just 3 hours. 13 million elephants, 7 million chariots, 30 million horses, 729 million infantry. Why would such a person need help? He doesn't. He doesn't need help. The only reason why, the only reason why we have this is the only reason why we get the opportunity to serve the Lord is because the Lord is so gracious and He gives us the opportunity to serve Him. It's not that He's hungry and so He wants food. No, no. He allows Himself to become hungry so that we can get the opportunity to serve Him. It's always the Lord is always there to um, to encourage His devotees. The Lord will always do that. That is His job. That is His job. And look over here, nobody, not even Hanuman, can meet this level of destruction. Not even Hanuman. Because Hanuman is, yes, he is the servant of the Lord, yes, he is very beloved and all that, but he is only a Jivatma. This is the Vishnu Tattva. That the potency of the Lord cannot be measured. This is why he is known as Ramam Satya Parakramam. The one who is truly powerful. Look at this. 13 million elephants, 7 million chariots, 30 million horses, 729 million infantry, all killed within 3 hours. And the Lord was so fast that it looked as if his bow was spinning like chakra of Lord Vishnu. Now, the elephants and horses are all killed. The foot soldiers are destroyed. So imagine these 729 million people would have families. They have families and children and everything. Imagine what their life is like. The Rakshasas, so this devastation, it's just a matter of 3 hours, and they don't know what is to do. So they run, they run to the battlefield. They run away from the battlefield towards Lanka, and it looks as if Lord Rudra has wreaked havoc over there. All the devatas are praising Lord Rama, and the way he handles the weapons is not possible to even imagine it. And when the Rakshasis know that their husbands, their sons, their nephews, their brothers, all of them have been killed in this great huge war, they're all lamenting, and they say Rama and they know that it is not Rama's fault. It is very interesting. They actually think, how did Shurpanakha think that she was worthy of marrying Rama? Rama is as tender and soft as the god of love. How did the hideous Shurpanakha think that she is fit for him? Kathan Shurpanakha Vridha Karala Nirnatodari Asasada Vane Ramam Kandarpam Iva Rupinam. Kandarpam Kandarpakotikamaniya Vishesha Shobham Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami. Over there, Kandarpakotikamaniya Vishesha Shobham. Kandarpa means the god of love. So Kandarpa is known to be very beautiful. He's the god of love, so he's very handsome. And the Supreme Lord is known to be 1 koti of Manmadhas. Uh, uh, he's actually more handsome than 1 koti Manmadhas. And over here, the Rakshasis are saying, he is so beautiful. He is so, um, uh, uh, he is so beautiful. He's so tender. He's so loving. He's so caring. He's so handsome. How did the hideous, because they've seen Shurpanaka, they have obviously seen her. So she's raucous. She has very springy hair. She's old. She's very deformed. She's ugly. She has very funny nails. How did she think that she is worthy of marrying Rama? It's all because of her. It's all because of her that Ravana became the enemy of Rama and he carried Sitama away. Um, and the Rakshasis is saying the same Rama killed 14,000 Rakshasas in Janasthana. He killed Kabanda, he killed Viradha, he killed Vali. Aren't these proofs that he is incredibly powerful? No. But Ravana could have stopped the war after the deaths of Kumbhakarna, Atikai, and Indrajit. Doesn't this mean that he is not a ordinary person? He is no puny mortal, and no one can defeat him in battle. And everyone is saying the king should have listened to Vibhishana. And this story is not elaborated in Uttarakhand as well, but the demonists say that Lord Shiva stated that women would be the cause of destruction of Ravana, and that woman is definitely Sita, and Sita is there for the ruin of all the Rakshasas, just so that the Rakshasas are ruined. That's the reason why she's here. And the Rakshasis embrace each other and they cry and cry and cry because they have lost their fathers, their brothers, their husbands, their children, their nephews. They have lost everybody. So they sit down and have a good cry. Then then he says, okay, all let's go, because it has only been 3 hours that this whole devastation. So maybe these Rakshasis lamented for maybe about an hour or so, and then afterwards it's still the new moon day, and Ravana comes out with Mahaparshva, Mahodara, and Virupaksha. So we have already seen that Mahaparshva and Mahodara were killed previously. This is another set of Rakshasas with the same name. And he says, okay, let's go to battle. I will destroy the entire Vanara army, and all the Rakshasis will begin to praise me again. Then all the Rakshasas said, okay, fine, let's go to the battlefield. Then bad omens are felt by Ravana, and he knows that he's going to die, but nah, I'm stronger and more powerful than all of these omens. That's what he thinks. And the monkeys are well prepared for the battle. Ravana herds the monkeys with so many arrows that are wrapped in gold. Then he throws the monkeys in disorder and then comes close to Rama. Now, Sugriva, he puts Sushena in charge of all the monkeys, and then Sugriva says, "Okay, I'm going to fight. I'm going to fight Ravana." He uproots a tree, crashes it down, and then he keeps up a ceaseless shower of stones. Virupaksha hurts Sugriva, And then Sugriva takes a huge tree and flings it on the face of the elephant, and continues to shower Virupaksha with lots and lots of stones and trees, etc. And then he tries to bring his sword to Sugriva, who is slightly unconscious, but then he springs up and then hurts him in his chest. The monkey lord leaps back and hits him with the sound and fury of thunder. And because he was so strong that when he banged someone, it was almost as if it was thundering and it was cloudy. All the Vanaras are happy because Virupaksha died. Now Ravana is very sad that Virupaksha is dead. Then he turns to Mahodara and says, "Okay, my dear brother, go and slay them." Mahodar slays the monkeys in thousands, and the monkeys take refuge of Sugriva. Sugriva takes a huge boulder, which Mahodar just crushes to powder. A tree and iron club also have no effect. Then Sugriva is hit by Mahodar, and Sugriva snatches an iron bar and he aims it on Mahodar, and then Mahodar takes out his sword. Sugriva pulls the sword from Mahodar and kills Mahodar with his own sword. And everyone praises. Obviously, everyone is busy praising Sugriva as well. Then Mahaparshva is very angry. He decides to attack Angada. He takes one parigha that is made of iron. A parigha is kind of like a mace, but it is not the fact that he himself was using a mace, he was carrying the mace throughout. No. It's just that, it was a battleground. There were so many Rakshasas have fallen. So he could have just picked one of them up and he smashes Mahaparshva, and Mahaparshva is senseless at the moment. Then Jambavan comes in and he just smashes the chariot and the horses. Then Mahaparshva comes back to his senses and he shoots a lot of arrows on Jambavan and Gavaksha. Then Angada aims the parigha on the Rakshasa. Then the Mahaparshva sends a battle axe against Angada. It fell on the shoulders of Angada, and then he just said, "I shit." It's he just lightly brushes it off, and then Mahaparshva is struck by Angada, just one solid punch, and the Rakshasa is dead. And then all the spies, they rush towards Lord Ram. They all the spies rush towards Ravana, and they say that all of these things have happened. And then Indra and other celestials are so happy, and Ravana hastens back to the battlefield. Do you want me to continue this tomorrow? Mangalam Koslendraya Mahaniya Gunabdi Chakravarti Tanajaya Sarvabhaumaya Mangalam. Jai Sitaram.
Jai Sitaram.
Jai Sitaram.